Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Kelly Sphere. Today, we are going to talk about how the gig economy workers are being negatively impacted by the rise of gas prices, especially if you're on the West Coast. That means Oregon, Washington, California, Nevada, Arizona, $5 gas stations, $6 gas stations in California alone. Before we get into all of this, make sure that you like this video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. So you deliver for DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, Amazon Flex, Instacart, Shipped, a various assortment of catering apps, GoPuff. I was destined to try to name every app I could think of. You might even be a driver for Uber or Lyft. And, you might also have your own business where you have to pump your own gas. I've been seeing videos of people that are saying that they didn't vote for this. Also, people saying that they did not expect what is happening in America right now to be happening because it's affecting their bottom line. Like fishermen, truck drivers, they have to pump a lot of gas. So yes, a lot of Americans are fed up and some are very upset with Mr. Donald Trump, your president. So today I want to specifically talk about the gig economy and anybody who really needs to pump a lot of gas. It is hurting your bottom line. Let's face it, either you cut out something right now that maybe you didn't really need, maybe one fast food meal or something to offset the cost of gas in your area. And I would like to know in the comments section, do we have anyone listening right now that is a truck driver, a fisherman, an Uber or Lyft driver? Maybe you deliver for Instacart, Shipped, DoorDash, Grubhub, etc. How do you feel about the rising gas prices? Do you have any of your customers tipping you more to offset the price of gas? Or do you think that everything is just the same? I mean, I would be surprised to hear that anyone's tipping more, really. I'm sure that there are some, but I mean, with the amount of orders that will go through your screen, you wouldn't even know which customer that is or not. I would imagine that most people are tipping less or the same because, let's face it, the average customer is going through the same, well, not even the average customer, all customers that have a car or need to pump gas for some reason are going through the same problem that gig workers are going through. And I will say for myself that I wouldn't say it's negatively impacting like horribly, but it's definitely not a great sight where every gas station you see is $4.99. I think the highest that I've seen is it was either $5.09 or $5.19. Now, in the last couple days, I have seen some gas stations at $4.79 a gallon. Naturally by just driving around, not, trying to search. And, there's probably a few, in the $4.60 something, I'm just guessing. But a lot of this, you're going to have to go Google this or, certain neighborhoods. And I'm never in those areas where the gas is going to be, 20 cents cheaper. So I would just say that, I don't believe that personally, as much as I know about the history of gas prices, And the fact that we're coming into the summer, I do not believe that these prices are going down anytime soon. Would I like these prices to go down? Of course. Gas was $3.49 in my area before the explosion, and now it's $4.99. It literally went up $1.20 in only 8 days. Now, since that happened, that's been like probably 3 weeks ago, it has went up. Wait, hold on. $1.20, $3.50. I don't know why I can't count right now. But anyways, I think it was about $4.70. So it's only went up about 30 cents, maybe in the last 10 days or so. But I would not be surprised if it goes up anymore. We could be hopeful, but it's out of our hands. So, I want to talk to the gig workers who do Uber, who do Lyft. Like, honestly, it's got to be hurting your pocket, because Uber and Lyft drivers, many of them are flying all over entire cities. You got drivers flying all over the Atlanta metro, the Chicago metro, Phoenix, Seattle, New York City, Miami metro, even smaller towns. It could be, Omaha, the Omaha area. It could be, Des Moines. Oh my goodness. When you live in a monster city, let's say a Houston or a Dallas, somebody's going from, a northern suburb, or maybe they're going from, this area, they got to go to the airport. It's like 40 miles drive. You might got traffic. I mean, are those trips even worth it? Honestly, let's just say you picked up a customer and went 30, 40 miles, 50 miles. Where I live, we got an airport like about 50 to 60 miles away. I don't need to really go to the airport, but I was just looking around to see how much it cost. And it came up for $65. Now, I would estimate, it's an hour drive. I live in, the north part of my city. So if I went to that airport, it would take an hour, and the driver's going to spend, I would just say they're going to spend 2 gallons of gas. A gallon of gas is $5 where I live. So it will cost that driver, I'm just going to round up, because it's like, what if it costs the driver really $8 or, 9 something? But, to drive somebody 50, 60 miles, it's going to cost, that's 2 gallons of gas, in any normal car. So it's going to cost the driver $10 to haul me to a faraway airport. And then, depending on the time of day, they might get a ride from that airport, but it's kind of small. But still, like, if you need to get a ride when you get to the airport, you need to get a ride at the airport. So it's like, wow, like, let's say, I pay Lyft $65 to drive me to the airport. Usually most drivers will say that they are getting half. So let's just be nice and say that Lyft paid them $35. But if it costs them $10, in gas to get out there, that's $25. I just don't, even without the high gas prices, it's not adding up. Like, I would not want to be doing this in my personal vehicle at all. So, that's just an example. What are you guys seeing in your area? Drop your city, drop your state, and let me know what it's like where you live. And also, how much is gas? Have you scaled back? Do you have another job? It's probably not as bad if you're just doing like Instacart or Shipt. If you're cherry picking your orders and staying in a very tight area. But if you're doing an app that, you're taking orders that are, requiring you to fly all over your city into the suburbs, how much are you spending on gas? Even if you said I made $200, if you're doing Uber or Lyft, how much did you spend on gas? Did you spend like $50 to profit 150. I mean, you got to be making some serious money now, or it's just not worth it. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I want to wish the best to all the gig workers, truck drivers, fishermen, and anyone who's being hurt by the price of gas. Let me know in the comments section, is this what you voted for? Is this what you thought America would be like in 2026? Make sure to check out my other videos I've done on gas prices and other topics. Catch you guys on the next one.